There are conversations that shape how we live. Conversations that help us navigate challenges of life. Conversations that bring out the best in us. This is where we gather to help each other find the way and unleash our potential. Welcome to the Benjamin Zulu Globe.
Psychologist, relationship coach, the one, the only
Benjamin Zulu.
Benjamin Zulu himself.
Hello and warm welcome to Benjamin Zulu Global Show. My name is Sylvia Keremi. Now today we're having an amazing conversation because we are going to be dissecting and crossing things as they are. Now, when someone in a working relationship hears someone who is in a narcissistic, relationship, complaining about their narcissistic partners, the first question they would ask them is, how did you get yourself there? And it is a difficult question because I know the person would definitely answer, they do not know how they got there. And that is why we are having today's topic with Benjamin Zulu. He's going to be taking us through how a narcissist approaches you with a saint attitude, and how to pick these attitudes early, how to pick them early. That is the narcissists.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is from both genders.
Yeah.
Although we are saying approach, it's not always the man. Narcissism is both man and woman. It's a human problem.
Yes.
It's not man only. It's not woman only. So we are talking about what are the approaches they use early on that can tell you this is a problem. Because the true ugliness of their nature only shows up with time.
Yes.
You can only pick clues and cues early. That's all you can pick. When it's starting, you cannot see the menace they are. You cannot see the deadly poison they bring.
Yeah.
So the first sign is they rush into conclusions about your relationship too soon. They talk about fate, destiny. They say they see wife in you or husband in you, the father of the children, mother of the children. They rush to the next phase before you even process the present phase.
Okay.
That's a universal sign of narcissism. They don't allow space. They are not open-minded. No more people are open-minded to see the relationship grow organically to where?
Yeah.
The one question you'll always ask yourself is this: why is this person so sure about me? What if I also have my own problems? Why don't they care that I could have my own problems?
Yeah.
Because they know they have a bigger problem, and if you discover it, you run away. They are not honest. They don't intend to love you. They don't have capacity to love anybody. They cannot get outside their shell. They are performing. When they make you feel loved, it's a performance and it will end. That's why they need to rush quickly and finish the performance stage to trap you in a commitment and there torture you. There are many reasons these insincere people want you to rush into commitment.
Because you'll discover things.
That is one. Another reason is they are not honest. You are honest, so you can take time. Then they're not honest. One reason they usually appear and disappear is because they need to take a break.
Okay.
The one reason they also date you from California, from Mombasa when you're in Nairobi, from Maimahi when you're in Kisumu, they tend to create distance so that you don't see what they're doing.
Okay.
Stop joking with these long distance relationships. I don't know why people joke with that. We are very careful when we're buying things when they're in Japan. Even buying a car when it's in Japan, we're very careful. We want to make sure it's a person who has a proven track record.
Yeah.
And this is just a purchase. Long distance purchases are risky. We know that.
Yes.
And we don't argue about it. Purchasing long distance is risky. You are depending on pictures and they could be manipulated.
Yeah. And today we have AI.
And somebody won't focus the camera where there is a problem.
Exactly.
They just show you pictures of what is perfect.
Yeah.
If it's a scratch somewhere behind the door.
They'll not show that.
So we know that long distance purchases are risky and you need compensations of guarantee.
Yeah.
You need compensations of track record.
Yes.
You need a lot of things, like zero commitment. Let's bring first, when you're satisfied, then we'll pay. Yeah, you need a lot of,
Yeah.
you really need, and just purchase.
It's an item.
All that's at risk is money.
Yes.
It's not even your life. What about when it's your life? It's a commitment for life that has potential to swallow you whole. Why do we joke? I'm in a long distance relationship. And they talk like it's something worth reporting.
Yeah.
We get into long distance relationship because we are not even trying to get married. We are passing time. When people are looking for a partner to settle, they have a definite goal in mind. When you don't have a definite goal in mind, you're just passing time, then anything goes. Okay, you're in South Africa, now arrest. Anyway, you don't have anything serious right now. We can just get along with it. Anyway, you are which side of the world? If you date to pass time and for emotional massage, the feeling good, or telling each other, I love you, because that's very attractive. People tend to gravitate to relationships for the lovey-dovey. I love you too, I miss you, just that. It's not for any definite goal in mind. If you get into relationships for that, you're going to find a lot of trash creeping in, because you don't have a filter. When you're trying to get married, you have a filter. You know, I can only do with this kind of a partner.
Yeah.
I can only marry by this such a time. So when you're not marrying a definite goal, you marry people who are not ready for marriage, who take very long before they mature, who are not even understanding who you are, who don't know the real stakes. They don't even know what the stakes are. But it feels good to be in love.
Yeah.
So you gravitate into love.
Yeah.
You don't even know what it takes to prepare. That's one reason I don't discuss with students who tell me I was dating when I was a student. I tell them that's an insult to my intelligence. It's insulting.
Yes.
It's insulting to my intelligence. You go drinking sewage water, and when you start diarrheaing, you come asking me, doctor, how come I diarrhea? You know, I took water from the sewage and then I start diarrheaing. What do you think? Doctor, how come? You obviously do stupid things, and when you get stupid results, you want to ask an intelligent person to explain the stupidity.
Yes.
It's insulting. It's insulting.
Yes. True.
Young people don't care to think. They plant seeds, and the seeds germinate. They say the pregnancy was unplanned. Was the sex planned? Yes. When you put seeds in the soil, now they germinate. You say it was unplanned. This is insulting. This doesn't make sense.
Yes. It's getting off time.
It doesn't make sense.
Yes.
So we are getting to a place where people are not dating because they're prepared for family. They're dating to bandage loneliness,
Yeah.
to hide parental wounds. If you say you're only going to date when you're ready for marriage, then you'll be able to see the time between now and marriage. I can work on more important things. I can prepare. If you don't have a definite career, you're only a student, you don't have financial stability, or you're not even working, you don't have a home. Back at home, your parents are in crisis. They have financial crisis, they're not even friends, they call every time.
Yeah.
And you can afford to sleep with a human being and risk creating another human. Then you're telling me, then the pregnancy result, I don't know what to do. Neither do I. Neither do I. Honestly, I'm also clueless. Yes. Let me tell you. And I keep telling people jokingly, the Bible does not have the term baby daddy, baby mama, because God did not create those ones we created.
Yeah, true.
That's our creation.
True, it is.
You know, so you're saying, God, this baby mama, huh? Who are you referring to? Sorry. We're not saying there's no reformation or forgiveness, those kind of things, but we're saying some madness is us who take ourselves there, and we even develop terminologies to describe them. During happy times, we get children with our besties.
Awkward, but yeah.
During happy, because it's no problem.
Yes.
They have a baby, bestie. You create a child with
Bestie.
my friend. You build a multi-billion business when there's no marriage. You're just cohabitating.
True.
And you build a mega business. You invest your life. You get children when there's no paper, nothing. And then, only to realize the game as the swindle comes up and you're wondering, oh, I never did this, oh, I never did that, oh, I never did that. We like emotional decisions. We like to go with the flow.
Yes.
Don't be too legalistic. Life has no laws. Life has no formula. Whatever goes, just do your guesswork. And then when the guesswork backfires, oh, men are dogs. Oh, women are only after money. Oh, marriages has come. Oh. People have been asking why are marriages blowing up. Stop asking why the product is. Just look at the seed. What we are sowing madness. We saw chaos. We reap chaos. Why is there so much chaos? We sowed chaos.
Yeah.
When people are happy during dating, they want rules and procedure. They don't live on principle. We don't date on principle. We date on feelings.
Yes.
We date on proximity. We date on convenience. We put foundation based on convenience. Then you're asking why are all the buildings in the city collapsing? How are they constructed? How are they constructed? How is the foundation?
Yeah.
Whenever a building collapses, the government goes to inspect the foundation, how the integrity of the infrastructure. Whenever there's a collapse, they just track back. And they always find the reason in the integrity of the infrastructure.
Yeah.
Marriages are collapsing, and we are not asking, how are the foundations anyway? Nobody's asking that.
True.
They're asking, does the institution, is it even real? I put before you life and death.
Yeah.
Deuteronomy chapter 13. But I advise you to choose life, that you may live. I advise you to choose life, that you may live. So, those who say long distance, it's because they're dating for the wrong reasons. And we're not saying people who are serious cannot find themselves distant apart, but that distance cannot be the description of the relationship. They'll find a way to compensate and bring closeness. If they cannot be close, they'll abandon it. If somebody tells you they're selling your car that is in South Africa, and they have no way of showing out, of assuring you of the qualities, will you continue the transaction?
No.
So why do you continue transacting? Well, even when it comes to love, why do you continue transacting? I mean, it's so stressful. Anytime a person is beginning complaining long distance, always remember this is a person who is not dating with a definite goal in mind. They're dating to pass time. They're dating because it feels good. They're dating in ignorance. They're dating because they're alone. Because they just want to feel like they're with somebody. Anybody who's trying to look for marriage will look for a person who's practically present.
Yeah.
Practically
present.
Hey, I don't know why that should be Greek. Will you marry somebody over Bluetooth? Why are we stretching these things so far? We are overstretching it.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a partner who is in flesh and blood. Can you come down to earth? Have you met people you pity them because their wife lives in the US?
Yeah.
They are married and they are alone. You pity them because it comes twice a year. This guy, the husband is in Yemen. You know, there may be a time, a season when people are trying to organize their lives. True. And you may pick a career somewhere. But we are talking about those people who it's just planless.
Yeah.
Planless.
And they've chosen to work it that way. And
you see how they are held back. They do not want to admit it, but you know the energy it takes you to compensate for the person's absence. Time zone, call. The way it disorganizes your life, you'll be very far if you're the person who is practically present. Remember, if you force the wrong key, it can get into the door, but it won't turn.
Yeah.
Some things we force, they go in, but there's no turn, there's no flexibility, there's no click. You can force things, but they won't flow. It will always be a grind. You know you're dealing with the wrong person when from the moment you make contact, they say, I see a wife in you. They're trying to close you in before you have the time to figure them out. The sign of a healthy person is one who is excited to meet such a wonderful person as you, but they're also open to see where this goes.
That's a healthy one.
They're not without a goal. They are prepared for the journey of marriage now, but they allow each other to know each other organically. They don't rush to conclusions and make you commit. They don't tomorrow put an ultimatum.
Yeah.
You spend some good time today, tomorrow they're putting an ultimatum, send them money for rent. Tomorrow they're not placing demands.
Yeah.
If you love me, sleep with me. If you love me, come for slow. Let me come. If you. No. You will not get ifs, these ultimatums.
Yes.
No. The moment you begin to feel cornered, pressured, rushed, many times you are dealing with a con. And when it's the woman, she will manipulate herself into your space because you may not, as a gentleman, chase her out. To get you into sex too early, to get you hooked in. Unfortunately, most gentlemen only learn they are different when they have already messed up. The prince learns he was a prince when he has already sold his kingdom. When he has sold his birthright for a bowl of soup. Many young men grow up without being accepted by women.
Yeah.
They have nothing to impress women. So they long for the day a woman gives herself to him. If you've been wondering why many men try to seduce the girls who are stuck in life, those women who don't have a lot, who are broke, whatever, stranded.
Yeah.
or working low class, because they have many of them, they could only access low-hanging fruits. They don't have the means to convince decent women.
Okay.
They lead in scarcity all their life. To convince a decent woman, you need to have a decent life.
Yes.
So for there to be
True.
conversation.
Yeah.
And since many times he has no money, no respectability, no name, no dignity, nothing, he tries then
Yes.
to crawl to women who don't have money, who are stranded or something needy. They can aim. Are you wondering? You come from the university and here you impregnated a house girl. What is your standard? What's happening?
Yeah, you would fail to understand.
Where is your meeting? What's the
What conversations were there? How did it happen?
When they live in such one lady told me she's working as a nanny someplace, and then her boyfriend is a medical doctor. I told her, it's not boyfriend. You are a low-hanging fruit available for sex. For sex, anytime without questions asked. Because you feel like he's doing you a favor, you give your body.
Yeah.
And I told her you should take small jobs in life as a stepping stone. I'm one of the champion of people to start from anywhere. I have done border myself.
Oh.
I champion people doing cleaning jobs. One lady told me she's gone to finish her internship at a flower farm. She did agriculture, but there's no job there. There's only an opening for cleaner who left. She has 5-month opening contract as a cleaner. I told her it's very humiliating when you have a degree to wear those overalls, put gloves and start
Scrubbing.
I told her that's one of the most wonderful stories you can write.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it's only 5 months. Would you rather clean so well, still dress so decently, until everybody amazes, and this cleaner,
Yes.
this cleaner, what's different? And also experience how people are mistreated for being low in life. You also need to experience something that you're not an outsider.
Yeah.
You see how people are despised. People don't respect this. People are, let me tell you, when you have a low estate life, you're there wearing the overall and your masks. You should do something. When you do that, but and people are here, you come here. Oh, you don't want to. You should experience some things. You see off the way. My friend, you should. You should sell mandazi. You have sold mandazi and tea. You should have hawked sweets. You should move around and people think you're nobody. Now they're just trying to throw 10 to you. They buy and they throw. You run after the 10 shilling. My friend. It's humiliating. Yes. And people, when they despise you, you ask them, will you buy? They just look at you and they don't answer.
They can't even nod.
No.
It's too much.
You see how wicked humans are.
Yeah.
When they think you are nobody, when they think you are powerless. You see those movies where the big person acts like a small person to see how they'll be treated.
Yes.
Some of us don't need to act. I don't need to do that picture. I've been there in reality. So some of you may need a costume to play that role. Okay,
Yes.
I wish you were. I wish you were. But we also with the fact that you need to pretend.
Experience.
You need to pretend to experience. Some of us do not need to pretend. It was our only part of life. So, and I was telling her, if you're financially needy, honestly, you should not sit there when you're stranded. If you're the kind of person who was desperately waiting to settle, they try to tap into that. The moment you appear in a market and you have done your savings, you have now the budget to purchase something, and then you meet a seller, do you disclose, say there, me I have 2 million, I just wanted a plot, and the moment I get a plot, I just buy and go home. Is that what you say?
No.
Because they won't give you the chance to make your own judgment.
Yeah.
You're trying to secure, to maintain the power, to show enough interest that you are a serious buyer, without showing that it's this that I want. You know,
Yes.
you just want to exhaust the options in the market. We don't give away power when we are window shopping for something we take seriously.
Yeah.
I don't know why we do it when you're window shopping for a spouse.
We do. We just mess up.
You
everywhere.
discuss too much
Yeah.
for the person to close in on you. Scammers are very aggressive. When somebody knows what they're selling you is defective, they're very aggressive.
True.
But when a person knows what they're selling you is a good deal, many times they're not in a hurry. They know even if you don't buy, somebody else will. You'll regret missing it.
Yeah.
When a person knows they're selling a real deal, they also protect their site to make sure they're getting the good bargain.
Yeah.
So, I ask you why people ask whether there is any point dating celibate. I just usually return with another question asking them, is there any point also shopping land celibate? When you're shopping for land,
Yes.
is there any point? You know,
Yeah.
when you're shopping for land, what's the point of not sleeping with the sellers? Or the buyers in that market? We like each other. Can we smash as we discuss the land?
No, definitely. No.
Why not?
It's serious business.
Thank you. What's different then when you're negotiating for your life?
I think we take it too casual, too lightly. Or we don't see ahead.
Let me tell you, just because the commodity involves a person, what you're buying now may not be a piece of land or a car standing there, but you know the repercussions for what I'm getting into. I needed the most stable and reliable person. And to read the character, I need all the emotional distance I can.
True.
While I like the car, I want to really study it without too rushing into commitment just because I like the person.
Yeah.
We are very sober when it's only money that is at stake, but very drunk when it's our lives.
Yeah. That thing about life, yes.
We're very careful when we are choosing a job. You wouldn't imagine sleeping with your interviewee.
Yeah.
You're hiring for the director of your company. You're very keen and this is my life.
Yeah.
I can't just hire any. But hey, what's the point of celibacy during interviews? This too, dating too is an interview. Interviewing for the director in a bigger thing than the company, where you only stand to lose money.
And it's a lifetime thing.
My friend, if you think of it that way, you will stop releasing all your coins on the coffee date.
True.
All your cards. What are you looking for? You're looking for a godly woman, as long as she's ready for her.
And myself exposing what I have and what I want.
You know,
I am a godly woman.
and the person package themselves.
Yes.
And godly behavior is very easy to fake. If the devil himself can pose as an angel of light, the devil himself, you know, they drew the devil in a horse. Can you unlearn that image of
the devil?
He can pose as a gentleman.
Yes.
It's an angel of light. And now you're here saying you're looking for godly. Forget godly, an angel.
Yeah. Yes.
If there's nothing easy to pretend, something as easy to pretend is Christian behavior. So stop putting it as your conditions. Watch it. Now that people can stage it, don't invite them to stage. Watch them when they're not watching. Catch them on a random Thursday afternoon. Stop.
Catch them.
Stop taking people seriously on their Sunday behavior.
Yeah.
The charismatic ones are usually just putting charisma.
True.
Real Christian behavior is a heavy work. We don't hype it. Honestly, people are seriously spiritual, don't hype it. Because it's work.
Yes.
It's work. Nobody hypes what they are.
Yeah.
If there's somebody who must look circumspectively, it's a person who's trying to live consciously. They don't even trumpet it because they are concerned that they're more concerned on keeping the path than showing it off. I tell you the truth.
True.
You can tell sincerity by how solid it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so a leather jacket had a label that the imperfections on this leather are testimony to its sincerity. That genuine leather is never as smooth as aesthetic leather. So false leather is usually very smooth, shiny, all over. Sincere leather cannot be that smooth and shiny and flashy. The fact that it's legit and organic means it has small wrinkles and twists there as truth to nature. People of true character are not excessively flashy. They are bothered about their wrinkles.
Yeah.
They are conscious about the imperfections. Honest people are usually busy working on themselves. Dishonest people are usually busy trumpeting themselves. So the first sign that you're dealing with a liar is when they rush to conclude that you are meant to be together, using fate, destiny, dreams, prophecy, anything, before you even have time to think for yourself.
Yes.
The second sign they're dealing with a false wrong number is when they give criticism, but they cannot take criticism. They make jokes, but they can't take a joke.
Yes.
They are always calling out you things, but you can't call them on one thing, they will explode. They are so quick to pick you apart, but they cannot take one feedback. I'm hinting at brittle ego.
Yeah.
Very fragile sense of self. It's very fake and it cannot be calm when it's being corrected. Takes a lot of strength to hear negative feedback and maintain your cool. They don't have it.
Wow.
Narcissists are naturally very escapist, on the run, cannot take accountability, cannot be answerable, cannot be asked anything. And they must flee from any kind of suggestion that they are not perfect. They're trying to create an image that they are perfect.
Yes.
In their minds, they're perfect. Everybody else is wrong.
Yeah.
And for you to correct them, you must be the wrong one. Narcissists are very easy to identify.
You must be the wrong one.
Yes. They're very easy to identify. Only that nobody tells us the signs.
Yeah.
We usually write the signs of narcissism casually. This lady, she can't take criticism. You can't even correct her. She'll reverse blame to you. She'll go angry at you. She'll blow up the moment you try to correct. If a guy says he came home and said the food had too much salt, and then he was given punishment for weeks, why is he mentioning it casually and say, I had to stop correcting anything? What are you adapting to?
Narcissism.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If a person can't take an obvious correction like amount of salt, what else are you trying to build life with? What else can you build that woman?
It's even scary to think about it.
But
Yeah.
do we know that you're dealing with a cobra and a viper? If a person can't take correction, we think it's a normal weakness.
Yeah.
Nobody is perfect. Huh? No snake is perfect, but the snakes will kill you either way.
Yeah.
Try to say, I have to accommodate, there's no snake, it will kill you. We don't have self-love, we don't understand what is dangerous in this world.
Yes.
So the second sign that you're going to watch out for and be very keen is when a person can criticize you and you can't criticize, can correct you but you can't correct them, can call you out, you can't call them out. They have a need to portray you as the bad one and them as the perfect one.
Yeah.
That's a big alarm. Yes.
Wow. Now, let me ask you something I've read from this book, that is How to Recognize and Deal with Toxic Relationships. I've realized that we have narcissistic or narcissist friendships.
Yes.
Okay, for me, I don't know why anytime we're talking about narcissists, I always think couples, relationships, marriages and all that. How can a friend be a narcissist?
Yeah.
Or how can it affect you when it's coming from a friend?
You see, remember this. Narcissists hypnotize you to think they are good and you are the one who needs to correct things.
Yes, yes.
Because they make you think you are the one who they are helping to correct things, and yet they are modifying you to obey everything they say unquestionably and never to feel appreciated,
Yeah.
to feel like you're always less than, you should do more.
Yeah.
Because it's mental manipulation.
Oh, yeah, so it's applicable even in friendships.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
mental manipulation.
Getting it, yeah.
Another thing is, narcissists require flying monkeys with many friends. Flying monkey is an agent who speaks their voice without knowing they're actually representing the wrong person.
Yeah.
And they gossip you to her and to him, to his, that you split, but all of you are their friends.
Okay. All right.
Bosses do that when they're very narcissistic.
Yeah.
Divide and rule. Parents are usually the first narcissists we encounter in life. Many times we accommodated narcissists in life because of having narcissists at home, which we never diagnosed.
Yeah.
Are you aware in the medical world that many people die of undiagnosed things? If only it was diagnosed, it would have been treated.
Yeah.
But the symptoms went on unattended. Many of us have also had parents who manipulated us mentally, controlled too much, took away our self-esteem, made us lose our self-belief.
Yeah.
Then we come out here in the world to attract similar controllers, manipulators.
Yeah.
Just to tell you, narcissism in friendship is rampant.
Yeah.
Particularly when people realize that you do not know about the existence of those humans. You just try to understand, try to accommodate, try to get along, try to. Your ignorance is what they thrive on. Just learn that manipulation. Just learn it. There are people who exist by lying, manipulating, twisting facts to keep always a advantage, upper hand. If you learn that, you can detect them from far and put boundaries.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me read something quickly. You've said, narcissists, the con of dating world, prey on such naivety. And remember, while in money market, you risk suffering financial loss. In relationships, what you lose is your soul.
Yes.
Wow, that is so deep. You only need a brief encounter with a narcissist and you'll spend the rest of your life trying to recover. One careless misstep and you're too damaged to never rest in relationships again. Not to say you can't recover from narcissistic abuse, but that you'll lose a version of yourself for good. You'll have to rebuild from ruins.
Exactly.
Whoa, when you think about such, you want to know so much ahead before you make life commitments with such people, because I can't imagine wasting your life, wasting yourself. You don't even realize yourself because of someone else. You got entangled with someone else who is a narcissist. Now, with that, let me tell you, today I'm super excited because I'm introducing something new to our viewers, and we've been talking about how to recognize and deal with toxic relationships. Now, that's it. The conversations that we had, but we have something new. Okay, something so new. Guess what we have? We have a new book that is The Young Visionary. This amazing book is a book that you don't want to miss because Benjamin Zulu has written this book with a lot of love. It's a masterpiece for every pre-25. Trust you me, anytime he's talking about pre-25s, you can listen to his conversations and tell you or know that he has a lot of love, passion for these people, and he doesn't want people to make mistakes in future. He doesn't want shattered dreams. He doesn't want breaking marriages. He doesn't want breaking relationships. And trust you me, this is a book you want so you don't make such mistakes as the conversations that we had, today about meeting narcissists and identifying them. I think all these things we need to identify them when we have not made any commitment, and I believe it is when we are in that age.
Yes.
Now, this book, which he has written so passionately, about the book, there's something that Benjamin Zulu has written here, and he says, the one regret that many adults walk around with is, if only I knew then what I know now, life would be very different. This book is aimed at saving young people from such life-altering gaps in knowledge. Youth is such a fertile season in that what you sow there tends to grow with you, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. This book is a collection of tips and tricks from Benjamin Zulu's over 15 years of experience to help young people and to help every young person plant the right things. I can tell there's so much passion in this book. I can tell from the moment I read what is in the table of content. Trust you me, I just want to read it, and I can imagine if myself I'm feeling that there's so much within this book. What about that pre-25?
Sure.
It is something for them, and I want to probably engage you for a minute or two on why you wrote this, The Young Visionary. And we have another book that is called Dreams Before Dating, also for the pre-25.
Yes, the one for Dreams Before Dating was why to prioritize designing your life before mixing yourself with anybody else. This one is how now, during that time when you are planning your life, what you should be picturing, how you should be putting beacons of direction, how you should be putting highlights to what you would like to be in your life. That life does not happen to you, you make it happen. That you should put the ingredients for the future you want. You create it in energetically, mentally first. and then you implement that. We do not so much discover ourselves like we design ourselves. We don't discover our lives, we design it.
Yes.
So this is a design guideline for the life you want. Many think they just walk, if they work hard, if you just keep working, you have to design. So we want to show them how to envision that life when you are young and how that shapes your life. Yes.
Wow, that is so amazing. Benjamin Zulu is always so full of insights, and trust you me, he wants the best for the young generation. Now, there's something he's written here. I want to share it. It's about disagreeing with every belittling opinion that people have thrown at you. It's about forming a great opinion of yourself and sticking with it until you bring it to reality. You must be the first champion of your own story, or else it will never see the light of day. This is a book that you need not to miss. Please go to www.benjaminzuluglobal.com and grab yourself a copy. Please gift yourself this, because you'll be gifting yourself a lifetime of great opportunities. This is the young visionary. Now, there's something also I want to share with our viewers today, and it's about the Valentine's that is coming. We have a singles Valentine's on 14th of February 2025. It's gonna be on a Friday. This is something that Benjamin Zulu has prepared for us. You don't want to miss it. Oh my goodness, it's going to be fire. That I am so sure, because he's really prepared this for us. The theme is gonna be red. Please go grab your ticket again on www.benjaminzuluglobal.com and reserve yourself a seat. Thank you so much for being with us. See you next time.
There are conversations that shape how we live. Conversations that help us navigate challenges of life. Conversations that bring out the best in us. This is where we gather to help each other find the way and unleash our potential.